Yeah, I don't think they need to change their play style because they're doing stuff that typically will work. I just think
Well, typically, I mean, like, is it something that Glorious is capable of pulling off to beat SMG? That's what I'm really
what
trying to get at.
what? Okay, so they're forcing him into Kerrigan, almost, or Chen. He does play Chen as well.
The ban on
But
Stitches
to
here
beat
isn't too
SMG,
surprising.
like I would almost like to see Glorious do something weird. Now I don't know if
Okay.
they have to, but Glorious is not known for doing push strats, and I would actually like to see them pick up Abathur and go for a more sustained, passive push strat kind of style than their typical Roman gank, because SMG is so used to dealing with Roman gank, and they're constantly prepared for it. Like, how many times did they actually fall for it? Maybe once or twice,
Yeah.
losing a member. So first pick is going to be on Tychus. Now the bands, it's actually going to be Zeratul.
And Stitches.
Yep. So I should probably up
Zeratul for, yeah, Glorious.
Zeratul for Glorious and Stitches on the side of SMG.
Yeah. And the first pick, yeah, like you said, is going to Tychus. Very, very strong hero. We've seen Tychus first picked a couple games of this tournament series, so no surprises there. Yeah, like we were saying, we're going to be looking to see. Obviously, at this point, I think they're going to be forced to take Kerrigan. It'd be kind of neat to see SMG almost snipe Kerrigan, and that might be what they're deciding right here. Do they snipe Kerrigan to sort of force Glaurung to play a hero he's not necessarily comfortable with? We've seen him play Chen,
Yeah,
and a couple of other heroes, but
I like that idea though, because I mean we've seen SMG run Kerrigan. SMG runs pretty much any
yeah,
hero, honestly.
Arth has a pretty scary Kerrigan too. We've seen that in the past. I'm sure Soldier has a pretty nice one too. I don't think I've seen him play it, but all right, Falstad Arthas.
They're opting to take Arthas to prevent the option of getting Kerrigan Arthas on one team. So I like that because maybe they say, well, I don't necessarily want to play Kerrigan, but I'll play Arthas,
Yeah,
and it works
just
the same.
sort of take
it works
half
just
of
the
that
same.
combo out.
Yeah.
Hammer on Cursed. My
Interesting.
eyebrows couldn't be further in different directions right now.
It's still, I mean, again, Resurgence, name of the game. Level 20, Cursed Hollow tends to be a little bit longer of a map.
Yeah, but
And-
okay, let's you got to look at the situation like, hey, Tribute just spawned top and Hammer's bottom. You need to get there ASAP. You have no mount to do that. That's traditionally been
You're right.
Hammer's problem on this map, and I would even go so far as to say this is her worst map. No, all right, Black Hearts is worse.
Black Hearts is
But-
the worst, yeah.
This is her second worst map.
No, you're right. But that's double Resurge right there. They just picked up 2 Resurgences.
They did.
And Tychus has the second health bar, so...
Yeah,
maybe
they like trying to mirror like the last.
Chen Nazebo. Okay. They see the comp and they opt for Nazebo at this point in time. Obviously, Uther, Hammer, and Tychus all have interrupts.
They
so
do,
that's something
but it's
Nazebo-
difficult always to get there.
Grenade
So-
is the one that might have a chance, but
Yeah,
still.
you can get the range upgrade for, but it's very uncommon.
Quarterback?
Quarterback. Yeah, that is the one. Yeah, it is. It is quarterback.
You thought I was being
That's
cheeky.
actually a level 16.
Yeah.
I think it's late. It's late that you get the range for it. So, but that hey, it's maybe an option. He's only really giving up Stone Skin there, so it's not like he's losing a huge chunk of his kit. Do they continue to pick up Resurgence heroes? That's the question. Glorious, we're talking here. Vala Muradin, that's one more Resurgence, but not on the Vala, of course. That rounds out the rest of their team. It's very, I don't want to say boring, but it's not weird. I realize that that's a pretty obvious statement, but if they were looking to try and throw SMG off with their picks or try to play some kind of a strange strategy, it's not really the way to do it, especially going Hammer on this map as well. So let's see. They do still need to pick up a healer. Maybe we'll see Mad Furion. The return of Mad Furion.
Will we, though? Will we? I like Malfi on this map.
Yeah.
Brightwing's
pickup.
also super mobile.
There he is. Mad Furion's back.
Yes, thank you, Mad Furion Timmy. And I'm a happy Jake. I can live to see another week. And this is potentially the final match.
This is match point for SMG.
Yeah, and the final Alpha Kings of the Storm
Yes.
tournament here. Now, Kings of the Storm is the first ever Heroes of the Storm tournament. Sia Steve started this event a long time ago, very early into like before the current esports scene that
April?
even existed. Yeah, it was like
April timeframe was such a long time ago.
it existed, and then custom games were removed, and then it went away, and custom games came back, and it was in the first tournament of the return of custom games. So Kings has been around for a long time. So once again, shout outs to CSC for doing this tournament nearly every week. He does a lot of work running it.
We should give him a shout out there.
And Kitten of the Storm for
for
sponsoring
donating
it.
into the prize pool.
She provides the prize pool for all the weeklies, and honestly, I mean, our tournament's completely funded by the community and ran by the community, so it's quite a good community we have here.
Absolutely, wouldn't trade it for any other.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you there. So 2-0 advantage here going into game number 3 for Glorious, or excuse me, SMG.
Yep.
This is match point for them. Glorious needs to have a big comeback.
Yes, absolutely, and I'll be curious to see how SMG has changed their strategy on this map. We've seen them kind of flip-flop back and forth as to what to do about the tributes, where to soak, ever since this last patch has gone through, or the increased minion experience. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. That said, let's get right into introducing these teams. So for Glorious, we have Syracuse on Vala, Nirak on Uther, ZPs will be playing Tychus, Glaurung on Muradin, and Cathan Luck on Sergeant Hammer.
And on the other half of the map, we have Mr. Dreadnought playing as Chen Stormstar on the Golden Leader Money Pig. Arthas will be Soldier, again, being a rebel. With the green Money Pig. And then his, oh my, I'm disgusted. KO has an extra starter. Mad Timmy on his normal Money Pig. And of course, Arthalon being a bird.
Being a bird. Nice way to put that.
Just bird things. Now Nirak running forward here, looking for that stun on Arthalon, hoping he can find him out of his position, only to get rooted and to take a lot of damage himself.
Yeah, that was a pretty good heads up. We tend to see the teams more often than not will heavily load the bottom lane here. They'll throw three members in each, which is funny because it used to just always be a 2-1-2. At least maybe like 2 months ago or so, it was always a 2-1-2 split. Now it seems to be a 1-1-3 or a 3-1-1, however you want to look at it. And why it has evolved to be that way, I honestly couldn't tell you. Just sort of how the meta has developed.
Arth takes a lot of damage, but just throwing down that regrowth to heal him up best they can. Obviously, with KO and Arthalon, there's a lot of aggression available. We see, opting just to innervate KO there as Nazebo does burn through his mana pretty darn quickly.
So we can, when we get a chance here, we can grab these talents. Honestly, nothing too crazy here. We get to see that Dreadnought has chosen to go with it.
Okay. Nice grenade, nice roots in return. But again, talking about talents.
Just a damage option was taken on Dreadnought's Chen here. He goes with the extra damage on the Breath of Fire there. Bribe for Falstad, nothing crazy. And then just the refunded mana on the Stormbolt there. Everything else, pretty standard. Syracuse is going to be going a multi-shot build, more than likely. Takes the range increase for multi-shot. That's it, though. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, I'd imagine this could be a multi-shot build. That's more telling than something like Rancor. Rancor, kind of leaves the doors open to do a hybrid build,
right?
Because that's just multi-shot range. So when you see the range, you say, okay, well, he's going to be prioritizing multi-shot. Arthalon, just kind of keep on doing his thing, keeping the damage up here. Just looking at the charts here, we can see Falstad topping damage for the game in both hero and structure damage. And just as we continue forward here, we have the double mid, we have the Syracuse and the Nirak in the mid lane right now. Nirak making his way back down bottom.
Yeah, just a bit of a rotation there. So this whole game begs the question, what is Glorious's plan to shake things up here? How are they going to take just the first game of the series for them? Like, they got to throw something weird at SMG, I'm thinking. I'm not really sure that just playing a standard comp and trying to play better is actually the answer, because while they have been relatively close games, SMG has sort of won by a fair margin. So changing that maybe helps, but
in the grand scheme of things, SMG does look like the dominant team. That's a really nice, wall right there. But it's
not going to get a kill, but it applies a lot of pressure going into this tribute.
It forces out Protective Shield. And that's going to be on cooldown for another 53 seconds. So that's actually kind of a big deal. Arthalon gets hit by the Wave of Light, so it's going to, stall that out, but that's going to be the only thing to stall, as it's going to be a tribute here for SMG.
So we can see SMG paying a little bit more attention to those tributes. They opted to apply a little bit of pressure, at least, and they are able to secure that first one. So bit of a change in strategy, I guess.
Yeah, so double Gathering Power, and Venom, Protective Shield, and Chug. I believe, yes, it's going to be Chug. And on the flip side, Protective shield. Yes, we are going with the grenades on multi-shot.
Yep, and only crazy one is crowd control. That's coming out of Murd, and I believe, yeah, that slows. Oh no, that's not the. Okay, I'm thinking of the. There's 2 talents there for his Thunderclap on level 4. Murd, I'm talking about, of course. One of them can slow the attack speed. Actually, that might be level 1, so I'll have to double check on that. But this one actually reduces its cooldown, so that you can get more Thunderclaps if he hits more heroes with it. So that's kind of fun. Usually we'll see like the Stormbolt onto the structures doing more damage, etc. But level 7, it's up.
Level 7 has been achieved. This tower goes down as well. So the tower race currently going in favor of SMG. They are 1 level ahead. Like you said, level 7 for both teams. Arthlon, though, flying up to these giants, bribing them as this tribute does spawn in the top part of the map. That's a really cheeky play, and it's really nice.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll have to see how SMG is going to posture themselves here. They do have more heroes there ahead of time than Glorious, and Glaurung is almost dead. Oh!
And they get it. The Frozen Tempest and the Hammer being thrown by Fawcett, enough to get that kill.
They're still poking in, Glorious is.
Now we see double first aid, just looking at the counts really quick while both teams are poking. Pretty standard stuff, opting for this full-on support. Mad Timmy is actually going for, up to this point in time, as much healing as you could possibly get for sustainability on Malfurion.
So we didn't actually get a chance to talk about this too much, but ZPs is playing Tychus, and Glaurung is playing Murden.
Actually, yeah, it's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird, considering, I mean, ZPs has a lot of experience on Murden. He does have the Master Skin for that, I know that much. Ooh, it's a pretty nice rotation. Thunlock, of course, will have the Concussive Blast and the Thrusters to get himself out of there. And SMG is about a full level ahead. They just popped level 10, so going into this 3rd tribute, they should have a huge advantage in terms of having their heroics up, which happen to be Panda Pal, Shock and Awe, Tranquility, Army of the Dead, and Ravenous Spirit. Those are all the most common picks for the heroics on these heroes. Should give them a huge leg up in this next fight, assuming it happens before Glorious can reach level 10.
And yeah, they actually managed to take the first fort of the game here. Oh, are they going to let that live? Okay.
No, never let the healing fountain live. We see them flying up.
Yeah,
oh wow, this is just for
right on Cthulhu.
He almost looks surprised, like, "Oh, I don't want to be here."
I have made a terrible mistake. He's probably screaming in comms, "Please come to middle to save me."
Is that how you scream? You just say please?
You just say please. You gotta scream politely, Gooby.
Okay,
my any manners?
No manners. Oh, they were okay. So the amount of time between the tributes is a little bit variable, and so I'm sure SMG was hoping that the 3rd tribute would pop sooner than later so that they could take that advantage going into this tribute fight.
Soldier here in the middle just to zone them out, and he's going to do just
wow.
that. That's going to be a curse in favor of SMG. Shock it off, doing so much. Nirek is very low at this point in time. We see a Ravenous Spirit going down to zone, and Nirek is going to end up falling to the poison there. The damage over time. Now Glaurung in the front lines. Soldier actually gets another kill on
This is a very, very strong start to the fight for SMG.
And with the curse only having just begun, they're going to take this. The ZPs end up falling. That's his Odin, actually, so ignore my ignorance as it's going to be just fine. And they're just going to rotate down to this Golem.
Yeah, why not? I mean, they just took a bunch of kills. There's absolutely no way the Glorious can contest this. Probably will happen very similar to the previous game that we saw on Cursed Hall. They will take this Golem, ignore it, and wow, look at this. Glorious is actually taking the heads-up play. They're rotating up to the other side Golem.
Smart.
They will probably be able to kill it in time. The question is, can they escape without getting collapsed on by SMG?
SMG knows what's up, but do they care? No, they're just saying, look, guys, we're already ahead.
Well, they might not actually know. That might be... I mean, they don't see anyone on the map from Glorious, so they can probably wager a guess, but...
Yeah, they know.
They
wouldn't
be getting
a
lot of pressure.
Yeah, they definitely know. So they're just going to put this pressure on, like you said, going for these back towers at 750 experience. He's just chipping up away at it, so the Knights will do
Oh, they're actually going to get a keep out of this. They have to go back right now.
I mean, Hearth there, that's one. Cthulhu is still hanging around.
That's not enough. They're going to lose that keep if they don't send everyone back right now.
It's going to be tough. That Golem, look at its health bar, 90% still. It's still very early in the game. And look at the heroics. All 5 are down. Shockmon just coming up here for SMG, but on the other half, Divine Storm and Great Avenge are both available.
Yeah, and that keep does go down. That's going to, I mean, that's a really, really early keep to take. That's 8 minutes into the game, and then you're going to have Catapult pushing down that lane for the entire rest of the game. They've got Glaurung kind of out of position here. Nope, not exactly. Okay, he's able to walk around there just poking a little bit, taking this keep. They're happy with that pressure that they were able to put on, and they're going to back up. Smartly so. They're going to go and defend this, try to avoid losing the top port here.
False Edge could fly up if he wanted to, and does he do that? Yes, he
Look at
does.
that.
He's going to
He
be flying
barrel
on
rolls
up
and
here.
flies.
Yeah, just to get it over that wall, and it's not even necessary for him to be there.
It kind of is, because these creeps could end up...
Oh, look at that.
Hey, nice tap.
That used to I just wanted to look at the talents here, and I brain lapsed for a moment. Now, we do have a lot of aggression here coming out of Glorious. Dwarf tossing on in there in the front line. We see Avatar go off. We see the Odin there. Double transformation here for Glorious, so they're here.
Yep, Falstead's not there.
But yeah, like you said, Falstead is a bit out of position, and the Knights will be stolen.
Okay. That's they got to start making plays like that to come back, and that's a good start.
Yeah.
They're also going to have to sort of figure out how they want to change things up in team fights, because those have not at all been going in their favor. So they got to figure out who to prioritize. They got to change something up in that sense. So.
Okay, so that's going to be the first fort here going down on the SMG side of the board, the red side of the map here. Glorious just rotating around. Looks like they're probably just going to pick up the Giants and just continue to kind of poke and prod before the next tribute spawns.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time to talk about some talents. Actually, the one that I really want to get into is the Ice Block Tranquility combo, which we've seen them grab this in the past, especially when teams were letting SMG just grab Mad Furion every single game. Like they were not contestant. Malf was very far out of the meta, almost never picked. And he was doing this Ice Block Tranquility type of combo, which you can actually pop Tranquility, go into Ice Block, which allows you to not move or take any damage. So you have this zone of healing that you can't do anything about.
I think Tranquility stops when he's in Ice Block and resumes when he gets out.
Oh, is it pause
yeah,
channels?
I think it does pause
okay.
it, yeah. But still, I mean, I'm actually double.
Yeah, I haven't seen them use the combo like
it's been a long time.
100% effectiveness. So why he's necessarily grabbing that over, let's say, Rewind or...
But it's still good to make yourself a priority target, pop Tranquility, hop in there, let the team disperse a lot of damage on your enemies, and then come back out and have Tranquility resume.
Yeah.
So it still has a lot of effectiveness. Now, as this bottom fort does fall on the other side of the map, SMG is taking this opportunity to push on down at their keep. They're going to take out the towers, and then we see a full-on retreat here going back, and SMG is just going to back
up. Yeah, they
can't
can't afford to lose another keep right now.
Yep.
And it's good. They actually get them to pull back from their side of the map there.
It's always good to force the hand. It allows them to pick up another point.
Yeah, absolutely. And they do have level 16 talents up on them right now, so it's kind of crazy for them to actually be pushing forward to take this fight, and that's a pretty nice shock and awe hitting two people.
Oh, Nirek is getting so low that shock and awe and the Ravenous Spirit, just so much damage so quickly. Syracuse is going to fall. ZPs, how much health do you have under that? Probably not all that much. Will we ever find out? Well, we're going to click on him. He's got 59 as the dude, but he did tap the well.
As the dude. Watch out for them dudes. They'll get you.
They'll get you.
Yeah, that was a really nice spot for Ravenous Spirit. Glorious had no answer for it. And I was just so confused as to why they were pushing forward. They had no advantage. They're down 2 levels. They didn't have the 16 tier. They still don't. Not really sure what the reasoning was behind getting so aggressive there. Yeah, saving the fort's nice, but it's not really make or break in the grand scheme of things for this game. So they paid for it. Honestly, that's no other way. You can't sugarcoat that. It was, I'd say, a bad call.
I can't disagree.
Yeah.
I mean, did it work out for him? Nope.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just see SMG. They're backing up just a little. Oh, setting up a party bush, actually.
Will it backfire like we saw earlier today? A lot of damage going on Arthalon, so maybe so, but Protective Shield is enough to save him. Dreadnought going on in onto ZPs. ZPs is getting low as well. Dwarf Toss defensively by Glaurung there, and everyone from Glorious is just kind of on the back foot retreating.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of backing up. Actually, the only reason that Arthalon stayed alive there was barrel roll, rewind, barrel roll. He just sounded like hop over each of his teammates. It's like skipping a rock in a pond. Such analogies.
I like to skip my birds like rocks and ponds. Now, Soldier is going to get a second curse here for Symbiote. Kubi is actually face palming. This golem is going to be picked up here as Glorious is forced to back on up. Yeah. They have to know this is happening. We see this defensive wall being used. Dwarf Toss is available, but is it going to be used? No, not yet. Odin.
They're picking a fight.
And a shock.
Oh, wow.
Hits so many things. Look at Syracuse's health bar. He's backing on up here. Nirak is hit by that Ravenous Spirit, and he's not able to get that stun. Now, in his ghost form, able to knock that back. Actually, Hammer came on through to push back KO, and they're just going in here, making sure they have that.
Oh, no, Syracuse. That's going to be the nail in the coffin, I think.
I think so. I think this might be tournament point, boys, because these death timers are long. Hammer fell as well.
Yeah, that's a full 20 seconds, and then they're going to have the Golem following that up. They already have catapults pushed to the lane. I am hard-pressed to think of a world where they are even anywhere near able to defend this, and it looks as though SMG will be our champions yet again. Congratulations to them, and you know what? Glorious played pretty well today. We saw some pretty cool strategies out of you guys, and that Game 3 versus Vortex was really awesome. So if you guys haven't seen that, I mean, go check that out when the VODs are up. But yeah, congrats to SMG once again.
Kubi, I'm going to say this. SMG has won the most Kings of the Storm events, period.
They
Kings
have.
of the Storm is the longest tournament series. They won the first King since the Alpha came into
I see where this is going.
The Open Alpha, and they won the final event.
Uh-huh.
Got to say, in the entire Alpha, they are by far the winningest team, and I'm going to dub them the Kings of the Alpha.
Jake, they have your blessings?
They have my blessing. So,
Kings of the Alpha.
Symbiote, you guys have been mad consistent, like just winning events back to back to back. They've lost a couple here and there, but honestly, just their performance, so rock solid. We saw really nice play today, and GG's and congrats, my friends.
Good stuff. I'll give them a thumbs up. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. They have absolutely, hands down, won the most amount of tournaments for sure during this alpha, and we look forward to our new phase of tournament meta coming forward. We're going to see a lot of things shaken up with the inclusion of Thrall. There we go. Jake holding up the nice Thrall thing we got at BlizzCon 2014, and also a new map. So we'll
Sky Temple.
Yeah, Sky Temple. I'm really excited to see how that's going to play into things. I really hope it doesn't fall into the pit of despair with Blackheart's Bay, but
we'll find out.
Yeah.
But well played to Glorious. You guys looked really strong too. Also, like we talked about, they've been around a very long time here in our alpha. So GG's, and shout out to CSD for running the event every week. Co-casters Kubi and our secondary stream that had a couple games today, Mr. Zoya and Sham 2.
That's right.
And we kind of do a show.
Yeah, we do a little bit of a show. What's that show called, Jake?
It's called Town Hall Heroes.
Oh, yeah?
It's Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Ooh.
And can I do this? 2 a.m. GMT, maybe? I think I got it right. 2 a.m. GMT. So, guys, that's a Heroes of the Storm podcast we do on Tuesday nights. And we had a big guest on this last week.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to have a even bigger guest for the 20th.
Oh.
So announcements of announcements, but we'll see. Nothing's locked in stone yet. Trying to make some things happen, but so look forward to that, guys. Feel free to subscribe to the channel here, or follow the channel. Excuse me. Subscribe to YouTube. You can subscribe here if you really want to. And
you want to be able to summon the cat. That's how you do it. You subscribe. Then you get the kitty.
And then you can summon it. It's a power. It's a dangerous power to have.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
And of course, Kubi and I both on Twitter as well.
Yep, of course. Jake, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, the handshakes. The handshakes. Guys, GG's to all the players once again. We'll see you next time. ESL's tomorrow. Go for Heroes. Not sure if we're going to be casting or not, but
we'll let you guys know.
Well, yeah, there will be casts available either way. So if you're looking for more competitive Heroes of Storm, come to the Twitch page here and you will find it.
Yep. Till then, we'll see you guys later.